but it's one thing hearing a great storyteller present the original story, and then hearing another great storyteller, as we have here, Floor, tell the story in her own way. Chat. Everyone in chat right now, I want to make something very clear to you all. I'm not doing this for any type of monetary profit. In reality, this all came about because of this beautiful Twitch community and Discord community we have cultivated over the last several months. And I just want to tell you exactly what happens with these videos. The monetary gain from YouTube ad revenue goes directly towards the record companies and the bands, which I am more than happy to help with. So if you essentially by liking the video and sharing it with your friends, you are contributing towards the band's success. And so I'm very proud to be a part of that. And if you wanted to support the YouTube channel, you can subscribe and stay up to date with other videos. And eventually, maybe I'll do some different kinds of content. But I'm very happy to see the reception of some very intelligent musical people coming together. So without further ado, we're gonna do some reactions, and we're gonna listen to some more music. So next up. So guys, this was a cover that Floor posted today of a song called Is Dit No Late Later. Later? And she posted saying that the text of this song was exactly what drew her to it, and beautiful poetry. And what I love, I went and translated the music, or the words, and it's just a text along the lines. I'm sure we have some people here who understand. I think it's Dutch that will be able to. Yeah, it's Dutch, and I just recognize the language because a lot of my family members speak Dutch. So if you want to type in chat the words as they come out, but it's a really, really gritty contemporary text that I think is just going to be, when we read it, if someone translates it, we'll be able to appreciate it more together. But super really nice poem, and now I'm excited to hear the music. Let's do it together. I've not heard the original. This just popped up today. I thought it would be a fun thing to put in the queue. Oh, we'll start it over. There.
We speelden nooit verstoppertje in de pauze op het plein. We hadden grote dromen, want we waren toen nog klein. De ene werd een voetballer, de ander werd een held. We geloofden in de toekomst, want de meester had verteld. Jullie kunnen alles worden, als je maar je huiswerk doet. Maar je moet geduld wachten, tot je later groter bent. Is dit nu later?
Ooh, so am I correct in saying the chorus is saying, is this later? Like when you're a kid, you're told that life gets better as you go on, or like the hard work pays off when you go on. But she's saying, is this now that later time? Because life is still, you know, a grind, and things haven't gotten better. And you know what I love about the vocal approach here, and what makes her a true artist, and this is my singer ear telling me this. Listen to the quality. I know a lot of us here talk about, you know, clean versus, I guess, growl or gritty in metal singing. Now we're gonna go back. Listen to the pristine cleanliness when she's talking about her past, right? She's talking about the childhood. She's talking about what's happening when they were young, the nostalgia, the beauty of it. And now listen what happens when she gets back into the present moment that's not what we used to think it was, what we thought it was going to be, rather. Oh, see about it.
We geloofden in de toekomst, want de meester had verteld. Jullie kunnen alles worden, als je maar je huiswerk doet. Maar je moet geduld wachten, tot je later groter bent. Is dit nu later? Is dit nu later, als je groot bent?
So what did we learn, guys? What did you hear differently? When we're in that lower, nicer, nostalgic text, which I'm going to pull up now. I know you sent it to me over Discord. We're in that lower, more nostalgic part. We are hearing the even pretty, nice sound. And then the chorus comes along, brings us into the present moment. That's not what we thought it was going to be when we were kids. And it's gritty and it's hard and it's raw and it's real. And, someone in chat just said that she's highly sensitive and she only sings a song that she's emotionally attracted to for whatever reason, which is an absolute indication that she only sings the stuff that she can assign true emotion to. And that true emotion comes through in the form of reading text and approaching different parts of the song differently. So I'm going to read the first part. That was nice. The part with the clearer tone at the beginning. We once played hide and seek during the break in the square. We had big dreams because we were still small. One became a football player. The other became a hero. We believed in the future because the teacher told us. Football is in soccer. You're able to become what you want as long as you know all your homework, but you have to wait patiently until you've grown into an adult, right? So that's that first section. That's what you're told as kids. It's nice and innocent and it's hopeful. And then the chorus comes and she screams, "Is this called later? Is this called later when you're grown up? A diploma full of lies that says you're an adult? Is this called later? Is this called later when you're grown up? I do not understand a bit of life. I still don't know who I am. Is this called later?" And it's like that grittiness comes through. And you can't sustain that type of energy. And we're moving into the second verse now, which is, we still play hide and seek, but not in the square anymore. And most of us have become what they did not want to be. So it's calmer, but it's still sad. We're all adults. Who's not gone will be seen. And I would be able to see all that chaos in clear now. It's not mad, but it's real. So let's listen to it. This is the next verse.
We spelen nog verstopperd weg, maar niet meer op het plein. En de meesten zijn geworden wat ze toen niet wilden zijn. We zijn allemaal volwassen, wie niet weg is, is gezien. En ik zou die hele chaos niet op helder moeten zien. Maar ik zie geen hand vooropen, en de donker maakt me bang. Mama, mama.
So this part she's saying, I cannot see a thing, and the darkness scares me. Mommy, mommy, would you please let the light on in the corridor? Mom, help me. I'm still an adult and I still want my parents. I still need that security that I was always happy to have, and now it's gone and things aren't any more clear than they used to be. See how she interprets that like physically, and then it indicates in her voice that cry for help? Here, we'll go back one more time. Listen how she says mama, mama, and listen to the vocal timbre that comes in then. Super relatable.
Maar ik zie geen hand vooropen, en de donker maakt me bang. Mama, mama, mag het licht aan op de gang? Is dit nu later? Is dit nu later? Als je groot bent, een diploma voor het lijf hebt, waarop staat dat je de waarheid kent? Is dit nu later? Is dit nu later? Als je groot bent, ik snap geen donder van het leven. Ik weet nog steeds niet wie ik ben. Is dit nu later?
So, I mean, it's the same thing that we heard in the first iteration of the chorus, but even more heightened in timbre, right? Stef Bos, the beautiful storyteller who wrote this song, evokes like a similar in the original version. But it's one thing. We'll go listen to that at some point too. But it's one thing hearing a great storyteller present the original story, and then hearing another great storyteller, as we have here, Floor, tell the story in her own way. And knowing that she's the kind of artist that will only tell a story with her voice, with her music, that she can relate to, it just holds that intensity. And so someone in chat just said that this is a really relatable song, which is one thing that when I read the text, I was like, wow, this is like real, we're not talking about someone 50 years ago, 100 years ago, writing these words. This is like something everyone today can relate to. And so it's even more powerful. We can relate to the words, we can feel the emotion in the singing, and those come together. I love it. So what are we hearing now? She's taken the grit out of her voice, and she's adding more musical virtuosity to it, more musical movement, more I don't know what to say, musicality, more control of the music. And so it's almost like at the end of this at the end of this cry for help, it's like she's taking ownership of it. She's taking more. Yeah. She's taking control of that like frustration. And you hear that musically, which I love. Let's circle back. Beautiful cover. I don't really talk about text much when we're talking about songs. When I'm working with students here, I talk a lot about text and how that impacts the way we send a song into the world. But it's clear here this was a poem that needed to be written and sung, and I love talking about that. We haven't really done that before. So let's see what's next on the queue. Do we want to hear Dead Boy's poem live in Buenos Aires, 2018, Decades Tour? You know what? I'm going to add that to the queue.